Okay, we are good. I think we're here. So, DeLisa, we were just talking before my internet got all messed up. How long have we known each other? Because I think you were one of my first referral partners. Since coming to Remax.
Yeah, I think several years now. So I'd say probably four years,
Yeah,
maybe five.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been with Remax for 4, and I think it was like right
Okay.
when I joined. You and I met through Facebook, and been
Yep.
friends ever since. I admit I had sort of a skewed idea of what Alabama was like, and learning about you in Huntsville, it kind of opened my eyes to what it could be in Alabama. So Huntsville is a pretty interesting place, huh?
It is. It's very interesting. We probably have more engineers per capita than even I would say Silicon Valley in California. So
Yeah,
we are. The joke here is, I mean, we were part of the space race back in the 1950s when Warner von
right.
Braun came here. And so the joke in North Alabama, at least in Huntsville, is if somebody says, "What are you, a rocket scientist?" It's a good chance the answer is going to be yes. So
That's so funny. So it is called the Rocket City.
yep.
Um, so yeah, tell me a bit about that and what that means, how legit it is, and what it's like there.
So yeah, so we have the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. So if you've ever heard of Space Camp or know kids that have been to Space Camp, they've come right here to Huntsville. We are home to Redstone Arsenal, which is an Army base with about 700 enlisted and or 700, I guess. Active duty soldiers, and then probably 50,000 civilians working either for NASA, the Marshall Space Flight Center, or the FBI, ATF Bomb School. I mean, there's so many facilities there on Redstone. So we have a huge mix of government contractors and all here in Huntsville.
That's so cool. So a lot of military stuff going on. NASA,
Yes.
very, very cool. So do you actually hear like rockets and bombs and explosions and stuff like that?
We do. The funny thing is, so down the area where, I mean, it's a huge area that Redstone Arsenal exists on, and there are actually signs that say they didn't want people building around Redstone Arsenal. Of course, that didn't happen. There's lots of homes and all around Redstone, but there are signs that say subject to day, night, and weekend testing. And we
Wow.
do hear all the time. We'll hear, you see it on the Facebook post and the neighborhood chats. What was that sound? Well, it's they're blowing something up at Redstone. So
That's unbelievable.
sure.
Super cool. So geographically, Huntsville's North Alabama. What else is it close to? Like what other states, or what are some good things that it's like pretty close to that people might not realize?
So we have the best of all worlds here in North Alabama. We're an hour and a half south of Nashville. So you can go spend a weekend in Nashville and have fun down on Broadway, and at all the country bars.
Yeah.
We're an hour and a half north of Birmingham that has some amazing restaurants. Of course, Nashville does too. We're 3.5 hours west of Atlanta, and we're 5.5 hours north of the most beautiful beaches in the world, which is at the Gulf of Mexico. So,
Wow. That's like unbelievable. It's like so close to so many things. I mean, it's pretty central, so I guess that makes sense.
yeah.
But it was news to hear all that. So that's super cool. So yeah, why is it like a good destination you think for people? Like we get so many people moving here, here in New Jersey. A lot of my clients, empty nesters, they're always moving south for, lower prices, lower tax, better weather. I don't see a lot of that, a little bit, but it's more Florida, it's more North Carolina, Virginia. So why, Alabama, and particularly Huntsville,
So I
a
think the
good
reason
spot for
that
people too?
well, you'll see a lot of people move here, especially our military, they come back here. They may have done a tour here and been stationed in Huntsville, and they love it here, even if they've gone and been other places. They come back and retire here in North Alabama. The joke is it's called Rest Home Arsenal instead of Redstone Arsenal, because all the guys come back here and retire. They love it. It is the weather. It is the low taxes. This is a very military friendly town. We love our military people here. So I think that's why
Yeah,
you see a lot of people moving here.
that's so nice.
I think that's why you see.
Yeah, for sure. How long have you been there?
Did you say how long have I been here? It cut out a little bit.
How long have you been in Huntsville?
For
Cool.
57
And
years. Been here my whole
so
life.
tell us a bit more about you. Like how long have you been an agent? I know you work with your husband Morris. Um, and you know, a little bit of you personally, we'd love to hear. I know you have a few children too.
I do. So my husband and I are business partners. Um, I have been in the business for 13 years. Um, so Morris has been an appraiser for over 25 years. We have three girls that we raised right here in Madison, Alabama. Caitlin is 31 and lives in Birmingham. Cassidy is 24 and also lives in Birmingham. And then our youngest is 20, and she is a cheerleader at the University of Louisville. So we make a lot of trips north to Louisville, Kentucky.
That's so cool. We must be very proud. Yeah, I've seen the pictures. That's so cool that she's doing that. So you go to the games and watch her cheer?
We do. We go to all the home games, and since she's a junior, she'll probably be traveling now to some of the away games. So we may make some of the away games this year as well.
That's so cool. And you had a good story to share about it too, right?
Oh yeah. So funny thing is, I guess with our connection, I tell people all the time we're connected all over the world with other agents. And Chris West, who's an agent up in Kentucky, had posted on her Facebook page about this little girl that was going to a cheer camp that Louisville was hosting, and she was so excited, and she just loves the Louisville cheerleaders. And while Cameron was home this summer, we FaceTimed this little girl, and she was just almost didn't know what to say. She was so excited to meet a Louisville cheerleader. And so when she went to camp, she already knew Cameron, and Cameron introduced her to the other cheerleaders, and it was just a lot of fun. Cheerleaders, and it was just a lot.
That's so cool. It's just awesome. So I know you love Remax like me, and yeah, I've had funny sort of connections like that with just all around the country. It's so amazing, like just something I never expect getting into real estate. And just like I have a referral from my friend Claudia. She's in San Francisco. She has people moving to New Jersey. It's like you would never expect that. So that's been and definitely one of the coolest things about being with Remax.
I lost you. Alex, I think your mic has muted.
Okay, there we go. So I was just saying, we learned a lot about Huntsville. What is like another fun fact you have about it?
Oh gosh. Let's see. We just made national news because Keith Urban just did a pop-up concert at the Buc-ee's in Athens, Alabama, which is about 20 minutes away from here, right off of Interstate 65. We found out about
Wow.
2 o'clock that afternoon, and they were putting the stage up, and he thought a couple of hundred people would show up, and over 5,000 people showed up to go see Keith
Oh
Urban
my
perform.
God.
And he did just a free concert. He showed up, and
That is so
I
cool.
didn't make it out there that night. I already had plans, but I've seen Keith Urban in concert. And actually, when my oldest daughter, used to live in Nashville, she worked at Bridgestone Arena for the Preds, and they would work different events for Bridgestone Arena. She got to meet Keith Urban, and he's actually one of the nicest guys that you will ever meet. So it's a lot of fun to watch him come, watch him do these things, just knowing what kind of person he is. So, but that was
Wow.
really a lot of fun for him to show up. And I mean, the community went nuts over it. They thought that was awesome. So
That's so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, and
we have a lot of fun things here.
it's pretty real you really populated over there too, right?
Yes. Yeah. Are you talking about the Huntsville metro area?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So just Madison County alone, where we live, where the city of Madison and the city of Huntsville both are, there's about 400,000 people, which, I mean, we are the largest city in the state now. Limestone County, where Athens is located, just west of Madison, is the fastest growing county in the state. And
Wow.
it is, I mean, there's just a lot to do here, and it's beautiful. You've got the mountains, you've got the beaches close by. You've got Nashville, Birmingham. We have so much to do here now. I mean, we have the Flint River, we have the Tennessee River, we have Gunnersville Lake, Smith Lake down in Coleman. If you like to go bass fishing, or you just want a great day out on the lake, or you want to float down the Flint in a canoe, you can do all of those things. We have a great botanical gardens here. Just a lot to do. A great art scene, music scene. We have a Ryan Amphitheater now. We've
Wow.
had anybody from Snoop Dogg to Lauren Daigle to Chris Stapleton. Just had Styx and Foreigner the other night. I mean,
Oh
lots
my
of fun
god.
stuff. So yeah.
That's so cool. That's fun. So there's definitely plenty to do there. What's the closest like schools, like universities?
So we actually have several universities here. We have Oakwood University, which is the Seventh Day Adventist university. We have UAH, University of Alabama in Huntsville. They're really known for their engineering. We have Alabama A&M, which is known for their agriculture and their research. And of course, we have the University of Alabama and Auburn University, who are the biggest rivals, and the Iron Bowl is what everybody waits for every year. And when you move to Alabama, you don't get to ride the fence. You have to pick a side.
Yeah,
So
so which side are you on?
I graduated from Auburn, but my husband
Okay.
went to Alabama. So
Oh god. So your house is probably very divided.
it is very divided. We don't watch that game together.
Yeah, I bet. Different rooms, right?
Different locations,
Yeah, different house.
different
That's so
houses. Yeah.
funny. Yep. Oh
So
my god. Okay, so there's a lot going on there. That's so cool. I think, like I said, a lot of people here in the Northeast probably are not aware of that, and I really wasn't until I met you. And even just like doing this and talking before it, I've learned more about it than I previously knew. What's like the real estate market like there though?
So our real estate market has really evened out. We now depending, sometimes you'll see multiple offers. We're not really seeing a lot of that right now. It's a pretty stable market. Um, Engineers are pretty prudent with their money, so
Yeah,
they're very, they're watching. We probably are one of the few markets that actually shows price per square foot. Most
right,
markets don't, but we do.
right.
Um, but you can get the average, or about the median price here is about 340, but you can get if you want a beautiful home and you need a 3,000 square foot plus home, you're looking at the probably high fours, low fives.
Wow,
So you've got, I mean, the cost of living is low here. Taxes, like, I'd say my house is somewhere around, you know, probably worth somewhere 480, 500, and I think I pay about 2,500 a year in property taxes.
wow.
So
Oh
yeah,
my God. Our numbers, like the prices are double what you said, and the taxes are like quadruple or more here
yeah,
in Jersey.
yeah. I know. I
So,
hear. I've had a few people from the New Jersey area, New York area,
yeah.
Massachusetts come this way, Virginia, and so I've heard
Have you
about the
ever been up
taxes.
here, by the way?
Yes, actually I have. So my dad was from Springfield, Massachusetts. So we've
Okay.
traveled across Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, all those places when I was younger. Now I haven't been to New Jersey Well, last time I went, I guess I flew into Newark, so that was, but
Yeah.
what wasn't really there visiting, but have been there for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, but you prefer it down there in the South. You like it there, huh?
Yeah, I don't like the cold.
Yeah, I don't
So,
either. I don't either.
yeah, so
I
I'm
would
very much
prefer your
a,
climate.
yeah. I mean, now it gets hot. I mean, it gets hot here. It was probably, oh gosh, the last week or so it was blistering hot. You know, they call it
Wow.
Indian summer, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's been and it's but it's cooled off today. It's really nicer. It's probably low 80s, mid 80s, so that's a great temperature.
Wow. That's so cool. Awesome. Well, cool. So thank you so much for coming on, DeLisa. It's definitely
Absolutely.
interesting to learn about Huntsville and Alabama and about you. And people I think will hear this and say, hey, maybe this is a better location than where they were, previously going. We got a lot of snowbirds too.
Sure.
So I think it's a good option for people, especially after what you said.
Yep.
So
Taxes are lower, insurance rates are probably lower than what they're accustomed to. They're definitely lower than in Florida. So, if you don't want
yeah.
to, I love Florida, but insurance rates
Yep.
are a little better here. And you're only about 5 hours from the beach.
Yeah, yep, exactly. So no disrespect to Florida, but it's just
No,
it's
love
another
Florida.
option. That's all we're
That's
saying.
right. That's right. Exactly.
Awesome.
So,
Good talking to you, Delisa.
well,
We'll
same
catch up
here.
soon, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks, Alex. Thanks so much for having me.
Yep, my pleasure.
All right.
All
Have a
right,
good one.
bye.
See ya.